Anyway, Midnight Express, which is our next film, is anything but slow-paced. It's the violent and terrifying story of a young American kid who tries to smuggle hashish out of Turkey and winds up with a life sentence. The movie is more or less based on the real-life story of Billy Hayes, who was arrested and jailed in Turkey in 1970 and escaped in 1975. Well, the 5 years in prison were sheer hell for Billy Hayes. He was beaten and brutalized, and the only thing that kept him going was the hope of a successful appeal or an escape. Now, in this scene, his girlfriend comes to visit him and to smuggle him some $100 bills.
Oh, my God. Oh, Billy. Billy, what have they done to you? Billy? Your father gave me this for you. There's pictures of your mom and dad, and Rob and Peg. And in the back, Billy, there's a picture of your old friend, Mr. Franklin. Remember him? From the bank. Billy, he's over in Greece now. He bought a ticket. I'll give it to them for you. Oh, Billy. Don't count on them. Don't you count on anyone but yourself.
He's here. No.
Billy, you're running out of time. If you stay here, you'll die. Christ, you've got to get yourself together. You've got to get out of here. Oh.
Well, right there is the turning point of the whole movie, because the money hidden in that book is Billy's first step on the road out of prison. And the escape in the film didn't happen that way in real life. In fact, Midnight Express doesn't totally follow the facts, and the movie is much too eager to make the Turks into totally sadistic neo-Nazi bad guys. But somehow those are criticisms you come up with afterwards. Watching Midnight Express is a totally involving process. We're terrified and repelled by the violence in that prison, and yet somehow at the same time the prison becomes a microcosm of the world outside. So a lot of questions can be raised about Midnight Express, but it is a well-made thriller, it's a violent shocker, and it's never boring.
Well, I did have a lot of questions raised by the film, and I thought it played kind of fast and loose with the facts. The only reason I bothered to check, right at the beginning of the picture, they have a card on the screen that says, based on a true story. At the end of the picture, a similar kind of thing. If they're going to claim to be truthful and try to impress me, I'm going to challenge them on being truthful.
Well, you're right. If they are being dishonest, if they want people to accept the picture as a documentary of what happened to Billy Hayes. But I think most of the people going to see this picture don't even care if there really is a Billy Hayes or not. They're involved in the story of this young American kid. They get wrapped up in it. It works. It's a success.
See, I think by overloading it, by making it so horrible in the prison, like you said, that they changed this kid into a hero. I don't think he was a hero. All I think he was a survivor.
He was a survivor, and he was a drug smuggler, but it's kind of like the bad guys in a Hitchcock film. Because the camera follows them and their story, you identify with him. So he was a smuggler. At the same time, you want him to get out of prison.
Okay, it thrilled you, didn't thrill me.
Express was a thriller about a young American in a Turkish prison. I liked it. I thought it was effective in its violent brutality, but Gene thought it played too loose with the facts, and so he gives it a no.